In the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, there have been bodies that completely changed the course of the story. Megumi's body, Yuji Itadori's body. But what if Sukuna, the king of curses, took over the body considered the closest thing to a perfect human miracle? Toji Fushiguro's body. In this video, we're going to dive deep into this scenario. We'll break down every detail, the strengths, the obstacles, and even how this could shift the entire power balance in the series. Get comfortable, because this analysis is going to take a while. Before we talk about the possession itself, we need to understand why Toji's body is unique, not just another strong body. Toji was born with what's known in Jujutsu Kaisen as a heavenly restriction. This is an extremely rare phenomenon where a person is stripped of certain ability, but in exchange, receives a massive compensation in another area. In Toji's case, the restriction was brutal. He was completely cut off from cursed energy. He can't use cursed techniques and can't even sense them the traditional way. But in return, he gained superhuman physical strength that surpasses even some special grade sorcerers. Top-tier speed that makes him appear and vanish like a ghost. Senses and reflexes so advanced he was able to kill powerful sorcerers without them ever landing a cursed technique on him. Near total immunity to cursed techniques, because his body simply doesn't react to cursed energy the way most techniques expect. This body wasn't just a killing tool. It was a living paradox, a human with zero cursed energy, yet deadlier than most who possess it. On the other side, we have Sukuna, the king of curses, the entity described as the strongest curse in the series' history, who has already possessed multiple bodies, Megumi Fushiguro and Yuji Itadori. Sukuna is known for complete mastery of Malevolent Shrine, exceptional speed and combat intelligence, centuries of accumulated battle experience, the ability to rapidly adapt to any body he possesses, exploiting its natural abilities to the fullest. Now imagine, what if we took this cold, calculating mind, the highest level of cursed technique mastery in the entire series, and placed it inside a body biologically engineered to be the perfect physical killing machine? Assuming the possession works flawlessly, the results would be terrifying. First, combat efficiency. Sukuna wouldn't need any adjustment period. Thanks to his extensive experience, he'd master Toji's abilities faster and more effectively than Toji himself ever did, just like he did with Megumi's and Yuji's bodies before. Second, durability. Toji's body naturally withstands massive damage without breaking down, giving Sukuna far more flexibility in long, grueling fights. Third, speed. Combine Toji's superhuman speed with Sukuna's combat experience and ability to read movement, and you get a fighter who'd be nearly impossible to keep up with, even for the strongest characters in the series, like Satoru Gojo. Fourth, merging curse techniques with raw physical power. Sukuna wouldn't just rely on cursed techniques like before, he'd also have the option of direct physical combat without any limitations, something he never had at this level in any previous body. But here's where the most important question comes in, one that could flip this entire analysis on its head. Toji's heavenly restriction is directly tied to the nature of his body being completely free of cursed energy. That's the exact mechanism that made him immune to curses and capable of those superhuman abilities. But Sukuna? He's an entity fundamentally, entirely dependent on cursed energy. His existence, his power, even his physical form as a curse, all built on that energy. So what happens when these two contradictions collide? Would Sukuna's possession completely cancel the heavenly restriction, since the body would no longer be free of cursed energy the moment Sukuna enters it? Or would the body retain its core biological traits, while Sukuna's cursed energy flows on top as an additional layer? This is the part that makes this scenario so debatable among fans, because it depends entirely on the true nature of heavenly restriction itself, a point that was never fully explained in the original source material. But let's assume, purely as a hypothetical thought experiment, that Sukuna found a way around this contradiction. keeping his full cursed energy while also fully benefiting from every advantage of Toji's body at the same time. In that case, we wouldn't just be looking at a stronger version of Sukuna. We'd be looking at a near-perfect fusion of superhuman physical strength that doesn't need cursed energy to be lethal. Top-tier curse techniques, the highest level in the entire series. Domain expansion still fully available and just as powerful. Combat intelligence and experience spanning centuries of warfare. Speed and reflexes that would make even the fastest characters struggle badly to keep up. This hypothetical version would arguably be the closest thing to a complete combat being in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, a version that combines physical perfection and curse perfection at once, with virtually no exploitable weakness. At the end of the day, this remains a purely hypothetical scenario. It never happened in the original story, but it opens up a huge debate about the limits of power in Jujutsu Kaisen and about the true nature of heavenly restriction itself. So what do you think? Do you believe the heavenly restriction would have been canceled the moment Sukuna took over? Or would the body have kept its biological traits regardless of who was inhabiting it? Drop your own theory and analysis in the comments. And if you enjoyed this kind of deep dive breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more discussions like this on the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. See you in the next one.